Happy Monday, everybody. I am super excited about our live today. Mm. We are talking about momentum today. I am like super excited about this live. I hope this is a game changer for y'all. I really do. Like, I'm excited. I'm always excited for our lives. Hello, Mama. Welcome. We are talking about momentum today. Momentum. Please like, comment, and subscribe from wherever you are. And if you are feeling really good, please share the video. We are talking about momentum today. I want to tell y'all some important things about this. Like some very important things about this. I'm going to jump right in. Cousin, what's up, the Instagram ambassador? What's up? Welcome. Y'all, this is a very important live. I really hope I get across. I'm going to work as hard as I can to get across exactly what I am trying to get you to understand about momentum. Okay. So the topic is momentum. Okay. My mom just commented. She said, you have to purposely work on your momentum. This is very true. So let me just get into it real quick. Let me just set the stage real quick. And then we'll scale back and I'll break things down a little more. But let me just kind of jump in real quick. When it comes to momentum, right, you have to put your effort and energy into something to get something going. You have to get it going. Okay. Let me tell you something. It is harder to get something going, right? Right? Than it is to keep the momentum going. So when you get the momentum, guys, you got to keep it going. That's the main thing I want to get across today, which means when you have momentum, you don't let nobody shake it or stop it. Don't take it for granted, because when the course of what you're doing stops, it is so hard to get it going again. Do we understand where I'm going with that? When your momentum slows down and stops, that's a hard position to be in. Think about riding a bike. That's the best way I can get you to understand momentum. If you are riding a bike and you are pedaling, you are hitting it, you are going up hills, you are going as fast as possible, you are putting energy, footwork into that bike pedaling, you begin to cruise at some point. You have given it serious momentum. You are going at crazy speeds with less effort. Okay. So when we get to these points, Drea said, trying to get momentum back up to finish cleaning this room. Here's the thing. When you are doing tasks like that, right? What happens when you stop? You killed the momentum, right? When you stop moving. We have to keep our momentum going while we have it. While we have the energy worked up, we have to keep it going. So much easier to keep something going than to stop and then try to keep it going, right? Hello, everybody. Hello. There's so many points I want to make about this. I hope y'all follow me. I'm not trying to ignore y'all comments, but sometimes I don't know if y'all trolls or not. And I'm not here for that. Hello, y'all. Hello. I am a behavior analyst. I am a behavior analyst. And I help people on this page, on this platform, get from wherever they are to happiness. That's what I do here if you are new to the page. And today we are talking about momentum. No, this is not a physics class. I don't know if that's a troll statement, but no, this is not a physics class. This is real life. This is talking to you about real life stuff. If you are just coming in here, we are talking about momentum today. Momentum is our topic today. The whole purpose of this live is to get you to get things going, to put a lot of effort into getting things going. That's what we're talking about. All right, I'm almost all locked and loaded. All right, we're good. We're good. I can see everything now. I can see everything. Yeah, it is. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all my sentiments on this. We're gonna go forward, and that's that. That's it. If you agree, great. If you don't, I totally understand. I don't expect a lot of people to agree with the things that I say. I don't. So I'm not expecting it. I'm focused on the people who get what I'm saying. That's it. That's all I'm focused on. That's it. All right. All right, y'all. So, like I was saying, the analogy with the bike, that's the best description I can give you in terms of understanding momentum. That's the best way I can kind of get you to get what I'm saying. And when you are pressing forward on a bike, it's a lot of work, right? When you are going from ground level to like, there's nothing going on with the bike. The bike has nothing going on with it. And when you start pedaling, it's a lot of footwork into it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But once you get that bike going, it is easier to go. Then you get a serious speed going with it. This is true about life. This is true about things that you do when you put a lot of energy into something. Here's the thing, guys. Speed bumps come up. We have to be aware of that. We have to be aware of the people and environments we put ourselves in because they can be speed bumps to our momentum. Okay, we could be going. I'm telling you right now, no one likes to stop momentum more than someone who has none. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They like to stop it. Whether it's a negative comment, whether it's somebody trying to make you feel like you're not as great as you are. We're not stopping our momentum, guys. We need things to keep our momentum going. No, we're not successful enough. We're not. See, people want to keep your momentum at a comfortable pace for them. We understand? We got to make sure our momentum is at the highest speed possible because it gives us an easier leverage over our lives. The more momentum we have. If you're not careful, you'll lose it. Not even knowingly. You'll think everything is the same. You won't even know. Why are you glad this is the topic, Drea? Why are you glad this is the topic? Talk to me. All right, y'all. My mom said, I believe the more you surround yourself with people with movement, and that will give you momentum. This is so true, guys. This is so true. Like other people with momentum, remember, we are human. I wish we were not. There are times where I wish that I was robotic. I do. I really do. I wish I didn't have this heart sometimes. But we are human. The things around us affect us. We can't escape this, guys. This is not something that we can take for granted. The things around us affect us. I know we talked a lot about energy. But when you have applied your energy, when we have put it into something, When we have applied that energy that we have from God and we have put it into something, and we are now attracting other people with momentum, and we are moving forward, you're going to get to a point where your momentum is moving really quickly. And I have seen, and it has happened to me many times, where we stop our momentum. We stop. People call it a wave. People call it. There's so many different, you know, so much lingo to kind of describe this. It's so much easier to keep it going. It's so much easier, guys, than to stop it. Right. So let's just be mindful of that. It's some more things I want to talk about, but let's just be mindful of that. That we are not stopping our own momentum with who we keep ourselves around, what we expose ourselves to, what we allow in. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on, right? We're human. We remove ourselves. We put ourselves around people and environments where we are not triggered, right? We do those things. Then beyond that, we have done so much work on ourselves that we understand ourselves so much that no one can tell us about us. We understand that clearly. If we don't know nothing else about nothing in life, we know about us. That has to be important. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me just say some stuff, right? We want to remember to keep the things that, like the categories that I'm going over in these lives, we want to make sure we are very intentional about every category of life. Okay. Now, there are going to be things that we are not good at. There are going to be things that we're good at. We're good at finances, but we're not good with balancing family. We are not good at fitness, whatever the case. There's going to be things that we are good at and not. There are going to be times where you have momentum in one area and not in others. I want to say we need to balance. Like I really do, but I do know how it feels to be passionate about something and there's no room for balance. Like there's just not. Like we are just focused on that, whatever the goal is. So, but we want to make sure we are not suffering in all the other areas. Because I remember you got to remember, if one of your areas are suffering, that is a threat to your happiness. Any one of your areas that are suffering is a threat to your happiness. Drea said, I know we're talking about in life, but on a smaller scale, this room really needed to be cleaned a while, and I truly was about to take a longer break than needed. And then here you come helping me not procrastinate. Yo, we got to be around people. Listen, we are so absorbent of the things around us, right? That just me picking up a phone conversation to somebody who's extra calm, like extra subdued, will affect me. Like that's simple. Like just like you said, you hopped on the live and I'm a little whatever. It kind of puts you into a mood to kind of get stuff done. That's how we are as humans. We are directly affected by everything around us. And we have to be aware of not just our energy, but our momentum slowing down. It's so much harder when you stop it. Once you feel it going, protect it by all means necessary. That's the message. That's my message for today. I see Angel encouraging her, saying, yes, cousin, you can get it done. Is it done? It's probably done already. You can just do it. There you go, Mom. My mom said you want to try not to lose momentum. This is so true, guys. Let me tell y'all something. Do you know how it feels? I mean, I've been here a bunch of times. I'm sure everybody. Like, I'm sure everybody has been where I'm about to describe. Like, just imagine you lose your job. You lose your income. You lose like every income you have. Just imagine being in a position where you have no income. Your car is messed up. You have no one really around you. You have zero momentum. You go to nothing. It's so much harder. It's so much harder to like be in that position and get things going for yourself. Whereas if you have movement in some areas, right? If you have movement and momentum in some areas, it's easier to pick the pieces back up than to go dead still, like you are stopped in your tracks. So much harder, y'all. Your name is Spread Hate So Fast. I don't even know if you're a troll or not, but Spread Hate So Fast said, point, you can transfer your momentum that makes others' day too. I think you getting what I'm saying. Your name is a little trollish, but thanks for being in here. Aloy, how you doing, Aloy? Where you chatting in from? Ah, Angel said, I try not to lose momentum because I don't want to start over again, mostly in my workouts. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all, working out, let me tell y'all something. Seriously, when you stop working out, it is torture. Like, if y'all watch the show Fit the Fat the Fit, or yeah, Fit the Fat the Fit, the trainer has to gain weight and then lose it back. And it gives them serious perspective because it's so hard once you are out of shape to get back into shape. It is so hard. It is so much easier, guys, to keep the body going. It is 10,000 times easier to keep working out than to stop, get out of shape, and start over again. It is the hardest thing in the world. It really is. And Nugu State, where's that at? Where's the Nugu State at? My mom said, try to maintain momentum because it's so much harder to begin again. Exactly, y'all. This is exactly what I want y'all to get from what I'm saying. That's it. That's it. And it's one of them things where we gotta push forward. It's like so much easier just to go. That's it. That's all. So much easier than to stop, reset. And let me tell y'all this, y'all. Movement, physical movement does not mean you are being progressive. It doesn't mean you are energetic. No. I don't want to get that confused. When there is high energy, it has nothing to do with hyperactivity or anything like that. I just want to make sure. What's up? Shout out to Nigeria. Thanks for chatting in. Okay? So momentum is not just movement. We understand what I'm saying, right? It's not a physical movement thing. It's just having things going. Using the mind to get things going is going to give you the best outcome. All right, y'all. So I'm going to say our scale, and then I kind of want to get into some other stuff. Can I do that? I kind of want to get into some other stuff. So y'all get the point of what I'm saying about momentum. I'm going to talk about some other stuff, and then I'm going to wrap up about momentum toward the end of our live. That's what we're going to do today. Momentum with the workout is everything. Like, it's just everything. Where are we on our scale? 1, we are not good at managing momentum. We lose it, we get it, we lose it, we get it, we don't protect it. That's where we at. That's 1. 10, we are great at momentum. We get it going, we keep it going. Hello from Russia. Hello, hello. We got to keep our momentum going. I'm telling y'all, it is easier to keep the momentum going than to stop and then expect to get it going again. It's so much easier to just keep the momentum, y'all. We get sidetracked from people. We get sidetracked from matters of the flesh. I mean, like just eating, just spirits, drinking, smoking, sex, whatever. Let me just get so caught up and kill our own momentum. It's so much harder to do that than to keep going. 6-7. 6-7. Cousin Angel says 6-7. Okay. I'm not sure where I'm at on the scale. I'm going to think about it a little bit. I know it's important to keep it going. I do know that. My mom said also have motion in your life. Live each day to the fullest. Okay, y'all. So like I always tap on with you guys, there are so many different categories of our lives. And the things that make us happy, the things that inspire us, the things that ignite us, the people we want to be around, we have to make this a priority. Life is just not about setting goals and winning. It's just not. I know people who know me think that I make the mistake of only focusing on goals. It's just not true. I mean, I really look at every area of my life and I want to make every area the way I want it to be. I'm very intentional about every area of my life. This is what has to happen if you want to not only keep your happiness in place. My mom is throwing out the different topics. Okay. So my mom said always keep spiritual momentum. So there's one of our topics. So one of our categories, I'm sorry. So our spirituality is a category, our finances, our fitness, our family. We want to make sure these are things that we are not neglecting and keeping going. I'm telling y'all, if you neglect one of them, it is approaching you. It is on attack. We cannot neglect any one of the different categories of our lives. So I want to talk to y'all real quick before I get back into momentum and finish up the momentum thing. I want to talk to y'all for a second. So we are living in a climate where everything's sort of uncertain. I think this is pretty much the norm, just uncertainty, right? Everybody's sort of like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared to do anything permanent. I don't even know if I want to invest. I don't know if I should even live in this country. I want y'all to know a serious way to control people is to keep them confused. My mom said her spirituality is her foundation. This is very true. This is true for me too. From wherever you are, please like the video and share if you're feeling good. If you're feeling good, share the video. So, a way to control people is to keep them confused, keep them scared, keep them divided. Okay. In times where you are scared, faith is the only thing to push you through. Faith, I don't know. Everybody's sort of in different, religions and spiritualities, which is fine. But whatever keeps your faith the strongest, that's what you have to tap into. It helps push you through everything that you can't see or understand. I just think we are living in a climate globally where people are just feeling unsafe and unsure. My mom said the world is very confusing now. It's a tactic. I really feel like it's a tactic to keep the people controlled. So we have to be mindful. We have to keep spirituality first. All right, y'all, real quick before I keep going, because I want to know what y'all thinking right now. Like any questions, anything you want me to talk about before I just keep talking? My mom said what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. This is true. This is true. But honestly, when you really live in the essence of God, it's just like God will put on your heart what to do, what's right. I really feel like that. Give me a question, y'all. Give me a question or a topic. If not, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking. And then we're gonna wrap up momentum at the end. Give me a question. Like, what's on your mind? What's the biggest stressor of people right now? So when I do these lives, I'm thinking about what I feel can help the most right now. And that's what my focus is at every time I do a topic. And I feel like I came up with this momentum thing because I think a lot of times people are just so comfortable with a sort of stagnation. It feels comfortable. I feel like they purposely slow down a momentum that they might have because it's more comfortable to just sort of be. Whereas if you keep any momentum in your life going, wherever it is, if you keep it going, it's so much easier for you. That's all. That's all I want to get across. We remember, I'm not thinking about nobody else. I'm not thinking about anybody else in your life when I'm talking to y'all on this platform. I am only thinking about you and how you show up for you. That's it. How you put work into you to make you the best version of yourself. That's what we need more of in our to make everyone's lives better. We need more people who are more in love with themselves. Thank you. Thank you for saying I'm pretty. I appreciate that. Yeah, and this is so true, y'all. So one of the things that you really have to get focused to is the things that you like. I say this all the time. You have to identify what you like, where you like to be, who you like to be around, what food you like to eat. Simple things. Simple things. Don't make this complicated. This is you, the best project you'll ever work on. Don't run from the work on you. It's the most rewarding thing you'll ever do. What's up, Kel? Welcome, Kel. My mom said, do whatever you can do to maintain momentum because the price of losing it costs too much. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Who knows if you'll get it back? You got to work so hard to get anything going. So much easier to go on cruise and just kind of ride that wave than to stop it. I think I've driven that point home. I think y'all get where I'm going. I'm gonna wrap it up toward the end of our live, but I do want to make sure I kind of go over everything real quick. I just want to make sure we are understanding and on the same page. The work that we do on ourselves, putting the things into our lives that we love, keeping ourselves motivated with the people around us that gives us that feeling of inspiration. Keeping all of these things locked in around us is everything to us being happy, us moving forward, us enjoying our lives. You want to wake up every day and enjoy your life. You understand? There's no way to experience happiness if you wake up every day and you're not looking forward to anything. I remember seeing a video from Jim Ron, and he was saying like talking, interacting with someone, and he was like, if you were going to see the people I'm going to see today, if you were going to places I was going today, you would be happy to jump out of bed too. You know? So when you create and curate the life for you, right? When you do everything in your days that you want to do, and you moving forward in different areas, and you setting planting seeds everywhere, and you around the people you truly enjoy being around, it's a life that you look forward to every day. Y'all, if you are putting zero into anything, there is nothing. Like, I think people make the mistake of waiting and looking for someone else to give them what they have to give themselves. No one else is coming to give it to you. They can't. Their work should be done on themselves. Think about it, y'all. If you want to get in shape, nobody can do the workout for you. Like, you still got to lift that dumbbell, right? Like, right? I mean, if you have some sort of money, yeah, you can hire personal chefs to cook the best foods with low calories, yes. But when it comes to working out, they can't run a mile for you. The work has to be done. You have to do it. But it's the best work you'll ever do. Everyone runs from the work on themselves. I'm telling you right now. Everyone runs from it. It's scary. It's like they don't want to think about what has been done to hurt them, what wounds might open up, right? So no one wants to look within or look at what they like or what's triggering them or where they even want to go, what goals they have. No one wants to even look at that. They want to focus on, let me just pay my bills. Let me just focus on the day. Let me just get through the day. And then you wonder why you live a life that's not happy. You have to be intentional about your happiness. Like, this has to be something that you put into on a constant basis, or you'll never experience happiness. Do y'all know one person in your life that's miserable or that's against you or that has a bad negative frame of mind can steal your joy? One person. One person that you have let in has that power. We're human. Is it worth that? Is it worth all the work I'm talking about being threatened? Is your happiness worth that? I don't think so. It's nothing's worth your happiness to me. Nothing. Mm-mm, nothing. People would rather stay in misery than to look at the things that they need to do with themselves and work on. They'd rather just stay in misery. It's easier. It's like, oh, well, we're going to stay over here. I'm going to complain all day. I'm going to make everybody else's lives miserable. This is just easier than to look within. For whatever reason, you lose momentum. Don't adhere to it. Fight to get back. Fight to get that momentum back. That is so true. That is so true. When you are knocked down, when your momentum is knocked out of you, like the rings out of Sonic, like when you knocked out, fight back, y'all. Fight harder. You fight harder because you know how important it is to get it going. So much easier once you get it going. Think about it, y'all. Just think about it for a second, right? When people are exciting and happy, everyone wants to be nice and loving to that person, right? When people have money, everybody wants to give that person money, right? When people, whatever you have, that's what people want to give you, and that's what's going to come to you, right? But when you are broke, nobody wants to give you money. When you are miserable, nobody wants to bring their happiness to you. You understand how important it is to keep your momentum going and whatever it is that you have? Don't trick your mind into thinking, I get back to it. I can get that momentum back. Yeah. Don't trick your mind into thinking that it's gonna be harder than to keep it going. That's it. That's it. Kel said, real talk. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna answer the scale. We're getting a little late in the live. And I do want to make some more points, and then I'm gonna wrap up everything I gotta say about that. I don't know. I think I'm good at keeping my momentum going. I feel like in the past I've made decisions that slowed me down. I can't admit, but God needed me to go through different things to be who I am today. But I'm gonna say 8. Like, because Tony told me to remove 7 from the scale. That's what Kevin Samuels told him. Can you believe it? Why am I taking advice from him or Kevin Samuels? I don't know. But he said on a scale of 1 through 10, remove 7 and then give your answer. So if I had to remove 7, I would say 8. Okay. That's where I'm at in terms of managing my momentum. Drea said it's definitely harder to get momentum back. It really is, guys. It really is. And we really have to be mindful of this and be mindful of people who slow our momentum down. That's the people get in, y'all. Like, we are human. People get in. Like, they come with problems. We love, we do all types of stuff, right? We slow ourselves down. Drea says she got a sweep and mop now. I'm glad I brought you some energy, cousin. I love it. I love it. You giving me it back. I'm feeling it come right back to me. You got me hyped. My mom said, for whatever reason, you lose momentum. Don't adhere to a fight back. I read that. Yes, y'all. We just listen. That's the move. That's the move. Don't succumb. You fight back with everything in you. All right, y'all. Let me talk about some stuff. I'm gonna get back to momentum toward the end of the live. Can we do that real quick? Yeah. Hey, Drea, we gotta talk about this. You bring this up in every live. Oh, Angel, listen to me. Angel, are you here? Hold on. Angel, I'm gonna text you after this live. Sunday, we went to Virginia over the weekend, and I was pressed Sunday. I forgot all about our conversation. All right, I'm gonna text you after this live. But Key, you always give me energy. Angel, I'm gonna text you after this live. I forgot about Sunday. I'm sorry, we were in Virginia, you know. All right, y'all. Drea said, Key, you always give me energy. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. So be mindful of how you react, interact, and act in environments and around certain people. Be mindful of this. Some people are going to bring out the absolute best in you. For whatever reason, I don't know. Some people are not. They're just going to trigger you. It's like, y'all, listen, we have to stop getting so far into our feelings about everything. Really, like, humans take themselves too serious to the point where we make our own selves miserable. Taking yourself serious in a way that makes you happy, I can do. I can't take myself so serious that I am creating misery for myself. Pay attention to how you act, react, and interact when you are around other people. We want a situation where you are around people who you feel your best self, your most comfortable self, your most available self. That's what we want. Not you reactive, you defending, you just all these negative feelings. You feel it. You feel tension inside of you. That's not bringing out the best in you. That's not going to make you the most creative that we need you to be. Y'all, please share the video from wherever you are. Share the video. Y'all are about to start getting links every time I go live. All right. Don't kill me. But share the video. I have found people are not unhappy from things that they have done or decisions they have made. They're not unhappy from that. No. I have found that most people are unhappy because of other people. How sad is that? It's not even like things that you've done to yourself to create this. People are mostly unhappy because of other people and their inability to create boundaries. That's why most people are unhappy. Mm. Don't let this be you. Pay attention to everybody that you interact with. I told y'all, if it's as simple as me getting a hot tea and I don't like how I'm treated in that establishment, I will go an extra mile to get my hot tea. It's that important to me to protect my energy. You know why, y'all? Let me just talk to y'all for a second. My mom said, always work on becoming your best self. This is it. Always. You never stop to work on yourself. And once you start getting a reward from the work on yourself, you'll never let it be compromised again. You'll always work on yourself. It's the best job you'll ever do. There's nothing more important than to constantly keep working on every area. How can you get better? How can you get stronger? How can you ask yourself, how can you? The worst thing in the world is people who sit back and say, they're gonna have to take me the way I am. They don't have to, and they won't. Or they'll take you and reciprocate everything that you are. Some people like that. Some people like to have people like you around just to argue with. What type of life is that? We just arguing all day. How much wasted energy? We need to be creative and figure things out to make the human condition better. If people are ignited and they're creating things that are amazing because they're using their craft and gift to the best of their ability, oh my goodness. How better is everything? Drea says, so true. Listening to other people will definitely have you unhappy and not even knowing why you're unhappy. You don't even know why. You just feel off. Imagine if you had everything around you was like that, like everywhere you go in your life is like that. You don't even know life outside of it. You just think this is how it is. It's not. It's not. I can assure you it's not. And y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. You might just have to be alone. It's better, guys, hear me out. We are living in a world where we can connect with people all around the world. We didn't have that 20, 30 years ago. Not even 10 years ago, really. We couldn't really stream all around the world even 10 years ago. Um, be alone. Be alone before you allow negativity around you and people around you and to succumb to that because you will. Everybody's like, I don't pay that negativity no mind. It's impossible for it not to affect you. I'm sorry. I wish we were human. Well, this would be a whole different conversation. It wouldn't even be a thing. We could have all the negativity in the world around us. It wouldn't even matter. But we're not like that. It affects us way more than positivity. You understand that, y'all? Negativity affects us way more than positivity. This is not a game. If you are here and you are serious about your happiness, listen, y'all, I can't be more serious about your happiness than you are. I can't, like, I am here giving my time because I am serious about your happiness. The only way to experience it is to focus on the things that make everything about you happy, your triggers, how you feel. You have to do this work. I can't tell you how you feel when you are around certain people. You understand? It could be the slightest things that piss you off about one person that another person doesn't get from that person. They can remind you of an aunt that abused you as a child. Like that person can remind you of that or remind you of anything where other people don't get that from that person. So I can't tell you where your triggers are. Y'all, it could be as simple as a picture in your house. You just gives you a bad feeling. I don't know. It just reminds you of something that we want everything in your life to be to make you feel inspired. The more strengthened you are in every area, the easier it is to deal with stress. People wonder why one little stress, one little trigger, they are sent off the deep end. That's because you are weak in every area. You are weak physically, you are weak in fitness, you are weak in finances, you are weak at being around your family, you are weak at everything you can think of. So now you don't have support in none of the areas. Spirituality is weakened. You're not so when somebody triggers you, you go all the way off, or one thing happens that didn't go your way, and you just have no idea how to cope with it because nothing in your life is right. So you have to make things in your life as strong as possible so that you are not just easily knocked off the board. Jaya says self-reflection, self-awareness, self-discipline, and anything that helps you work on you. Yes. Y'all, I can't tell, like, y'all, I love y'all. I love the people who like get it and do everything they can to apply it. Because I'm telling y'all, we live in a world where so many people think you just need to just take them as they are. They don't realize it has nothing to do with everybody else. No, everybody is so busy and consumed, especially if you on the time I'm on. I'm so consumed with me and focusing on me. I just don't. It's not about everybody else. Why I'm focusing on me. So as soon as you say the words, and now they gonna take me. It ain't about them. It's about you getting out of life what you want and living a life that you are excited to wake up to. That's it. My mom said, I will not lose my blessings doing a dirty person like they did me. I give it to God and keep it moving. Enjoy being your own best friend. Bad spirits can be in the walls. Maintain a relationship with God first and foremost. Oh, I know what you're talking about. So, so, and I'm big on this. I don't have a lot of company in my house. Here's the thing, y'all. My mom said, my life is all consuming. Okay. Mom, what you talking about? Say mom go live, y'all. Say mom go live. Say mom go live. We're gonna make mom go live. Jaya said, that's why I love being alone. Most people think I'm lonely, but God is always by my side. So I'm not really alone nor lonely. Here's the thing, y'all. It is more important to be alone than to. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. The miserable people are available. They're available because nobody really wants to be around them. So they are available to come over, to go places with you. They're available to put together people, the people with momentum, the people that are hot and they're requested. People want them. People want them a part of their team. People want them going out to lunch with them. People want them. And that person is probably so consumed with doing work on themselves, they are busy. So guess what happens? The people who are not good for you are the ones that are available. You have to be alone to the point where you have worked on yourself so much that you naturally attract the very best. It is. Let me tell you something. You can't afford to have people around just because you're lonely. Y'all get what I'm saying? You can't afford it. That person could be a robber of your happiness. My mom says she just ain't got time for mess. Mom go live. Mom, we got some mom go lives. And Jill said mom go live because she was taking a nap on Saturday. Drea said mom go live. What's up, cousin Angela? All right, y'all. I really want y'all really, really to love on yourself so much and be so consumed with the work on yourself that it's okay to be alone because you busy working anyway. We are natural as humans. We want connection with other people, but it's coming. It's coming. And the more you've worked on yourself, the better people you will attract. Not just in relationships, but just in general. Y'all, can I say something? Stop when you are single and you are dating, stop trying to jump into, like, stop trying to make everybody a relationship. Like, you only could be with one person. That's it, right? You can only have one wife, one husband, whatever, right? My mom said, "Hey, Angela, like, look at people to be your friend. If they, people can be friends too. You can have thousands of friends. You can only have one significant other, right? Friends are amazing. Like, make people your friend. If they don't fit the criteria to be your partner, that's cool. People can still hold a different position in your life. We just cut people out. No, no, they don't. No, they out. Don't. Weigh your options with people. See how people make you feel. That's very important. Real quick, y'all. Remember, most of people's unhappiness does not come from bad decisions that they make on their own. It comes from other people that are in their lives. That's where most people's unhappiness comes from. Negativity is so powerful. I will give the analogy again and again and again. I will give this analogy for the rest of my life. And the analogy is this: if 100 people walk into a room and you are standing there and 99 people tell you how amazing you are, how amazing you look, how happy they are to see you, and one person says something negative, your brain will remember the one person who says something negative. And I've explained to you, I just studied this and came across the point of the reason that we survived from hundreds of thousands of years ago was because we were able to detect danger, like mentally, more than other species at the time that were like us. That's why they became extinct and we were able to survive. And us focusing on that negativity helped us survive. But today, that focus on the negativity is keeping us miserable. It's keeping us miserable. But every human being focuses on negativity more than positivity. It's just what it is. It's a part of the human condition. And it's crazy because another flaw to humans too is that humans are nice to mean people and mean to nice people. Try hard not to do this, guys. Be nice to the people who are nice to you, and just X out the people who are mean to you. That has to be the approach that we take. Mom, cousin Angela said, "Hey, cuz, tell her I love her." Hey, Kel, I see you switching over from social media to social media. My mom said, "Hey, Angela." All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to start wrapping up, and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna start wrapping up and get out of here. Amongst the work that you do on yourself, you begin to know yourself so well that you become impenetrable. It takes a lot of work though, because we are human, so naturally we are affected by everything around us. But when you do the work on yourself, and for the most part, let's say 99% of the time, you are aware of your triggers, you are around people who make you feel the best, you do the things that make you feel the best. So for the most part, you do all those things. It is very hard for you to be affected because you are super strong in every area. That's how you have to get. That's how you have to get, because we are like, I mean, just, there's no way to have armor if you are just weak in every single area. It's just no way. Okay, so we want to make sure we are staying strengthened in every area that we have. We want to make sure, number one, that we are setting boundaries with people. We have to set boundaries with people. Is that simple? People will rob your happiness, guys. The people who make you and feel the best, you keep them around. The people who don't, you just can't. You can't. No matter how much you love them, you just can't afford it. We can't afford our happiness. Our happiness is not negotiable. Do we understand that? Nothing matters when your happiness is gone. Do y'all understand that 50, 30, $20 million don't matter if your happiness is gone? Does not matter. It's the word you could like succumb to unhappiness, guys. Unhappiness is not something to play with. We are here in one of the most precious times. We are living in a time where there's a lot that we have access to, but yet we have the most miserable people. Don't let it be you. I mean, we have to beat the times. We have to beat the times. Y'all, if y'all have any topics that you want me to cover, please put in the chat and let me know. We will have Solomon part 2 coming up. We're gonna give some opinions about the Solomon part 1. If you missed it, please check out Solomon part 1. It's now uploaded on Instagram. I mean, it's now uploaded on YouTube. If you missed it, so check out Solomon part 1. We are gonna be putting it on Instagram, but it's gonna be 3 parts because it's too big. So they only letting us do 20-minute videos on Instagram. So it's going to be like 3 different videos to show part 1. So stay tuned for that. And share the video. Thanks to everybody who watches the live later. I truly appreciate it. And I see all your comments. All right, y'all. So let me just make my final point about momentum itself. I know I got onto a lot of things, but I do want to make my final point about momentum. It is easier to keep things going, period. Once you have put the initial energy into something, that's the hardest part. Getting it going, getting it. I mean, think about it. When you are dead broke, you just start a job, you don't have a car, you don't have no money for lunch, you don't have everything is so hard. But once you start building it and building blocks and doing the thing, things become a little okay. Then I'm getting paid. Then I can kind of pay for this. Then I can kind of save up for a car. Then I can that's the momentum coming. It's going. It's going. Now you've been working at your job for years. You were able to save so many different forms of money. You were able to now buy a house. You were able to now, start putting funds together, get your kids to college. You're starting to get something going. Stopping the momentum and being like, you know what? I'm done. I just need a break. Remember, you are stopping what's going. It's so much easier to keep it going than to have to start over. So, that's life, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being in here today. Give me some topics that you guys want covered. We can start talking about other things besides mental and emotional issues. I know people want to kind of talk about other things. So whatever it is that you want to talk about and you want to hear me go over, just put in the comments and I'll do that. Morgan Freeman said this before, and I said this on here. And Morgan Freeman said, "You do not hang around toxic people because you are lonely. Just like you do not drink poison because you are thirsty. You do not hang around toxic people just because you are lonely. Just like you do not drink poison because you are thirsty." Being alone is so powerful. I pray everybody can experience that, just alone time, and how powerful you become when you are alone. You start to know yourself a little more, a little better. You start to hear your voice a little better. People run from loneliness and alone time. Don't, don't. I think meditation probably started because people just wanted to get away and be alone, like just to figure it out mentally. Being alone is so powerful. Remember, you are number one. No one else is trumps you in your life. No one else trumps you in your life. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Please put in the comments, even if you watch this later, what you might want covered and what topics you want to go over next time. I love y'all. I will see y'all on the next live. All right, y'all. See you on the next live. Love